right? Now, it says it's a quadratic. So straight away, I know I'm using this one. I know I'm using the yellow one, and I'm not using the blue one. You only use the blue one when it goes up the same amount each time. So example, 2, 6, 10, 14. We can all clearly see it's the same gap each time, can't we? So we know that the D value is 4, and we know that the A value is 2. The question above is not like this. The question above does not have the same gap each time. Therefore, we cannot use that equation. Everybody on board? That means we go to option B, the quadratic. Now we have to prove it's a quadratic. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the differences. What's the first one? Next one? Yeah. 9. Take a look at the second difference. 2, 2, and 2. Once the second difference is the same number over and over and over again, we can therefore conclude that this is a quadratic sequence, and therefore we are definitely using this formula. All on board so far? I'll pause, all right? Now, all of the question is to find out what the equation actually is. We have to find the A value, the B value, and the. So at the end of the question, I need to know what A, B, and C are. I'm going to start off with A. Always start off with A. And we go, okay. See the second difference? Half it. Half the second difference is your A value. So what's the A value? 1. So the equation changes to Tn equals n squared or 1n squared, yeah? Do I have to put down the 1? No. But A is in fact 1. Okay? We're happy with that. All on board so far? Now, you don't need to know why. You just need to remember that. Is that all right? You need to remember that. Now, Bn plus C. The next part should make sense. Would you all agree T1 is 7, T2 is 10, and T3 is 15? They're the first 3 terms, aren't they? Now, here's what we're going to do. In theory, when I replace n with 1, what has to happen? Yeah, so T1 is therefore 1 squared plus E times 1 plus C, and that has to equal what? 7. And I'm going to pause there. Do you remember the simultaneous equation we did earlier? I'm going to make it look like that. What is 1 squared? What is 1 squared? 1. What happens when we move 1 over the other side? What's 7 take away 1? 1 times B? B. 1 times C? C. Stop. Everybody see the yellow equation? Replacing T with N with 2. It turns into 2 squareds, B times 2, C, and the answer is 10. What's 2 squared? 4 plus 2B plus C equals 10. Transfer that 4 to the other side and take it away. 2B plus C equals 6. Now you're at this stage. See this blue stage here? And what does that look a lot like how we started off today's class? You guys need to do a simultaneous equation and finish that off for me. Okay, go on. How are we getting on, guys? Did you do minus B minus C equals minus 6? Did you get B equals 0? Anybody got B equals 0? And then C therefore is 6. Now, you go back to your, did anybody get B is 0 and C is 6? Now you go back to the original one, okay? See the original one? Now, Tn is n squared. What's Bn? 0. Because B is 0, isn't it? And what's C? 6. So the answer is actually n squared plus 6. Agreed? Now, let's test the answer. What would T1 be? 1 squared plus, which is actually, what's T2? 2 squared plus 6, which is, no, 4 plus 6, 10. 7 and 10. Does it work? Oh, first two are 7 and 10. So the equation actually fits the pattern. All right, now, what we're going to do next is, guys, we're going to do the next question, okay? And we're going to write down all the steps that you guys need to do this question, okay? So we're going to do this one here. And if you want to blitz this one now at your own speed before you start that, please do. Okay? So you go as fast as you want and I'll check your answer, okay? Now here's what we're going to do. Step one, you're going to find the second. Does everybody know what second difference is? Do you remember you do the first difference? And then the red line is the second difference. Step two, you write down Tn equals an squared plus bn plus c. Step three, a equals half the second difference. Step four, you use T1, don't you? Step five, you use T2. Step six, you solve a simultaneous equation that looks something like this. They're all the steps, aren't they? Okay, give it a, we all went for 5, 7, 9. Then we all went for a second difference of 2. And then we said the A value is half the second difference, so this means the A value is 1. We then use this A value. Do you see that part there? We change that to what? 1. Or we just rub it out, one or the other. Everybody on board so far? We okay? Now, here's the next thing we're going to do. T1 is what, guys? T1 is 2, T2 is, T3 is 14, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my formula that I just got a second ago. So I'm going to rub out this step here. Now I'm using T1. What does use T1 mean? Replace n with 1 and put it equal to what? Yeah. And then you should, okay, got it. Okay. So, is everybody with me to the points? So I just want you to give me a thumbs up or thumbs down, all right, as a collective unit. Is everybody happy with that equation there where we replaced A with 1? Okay. Okay. Next thing, is everybody happy that we're using T1 is 2? So it means anywhere I see an N, I put in a 1. Is that all right? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Okay, got it. All right. Now, so 1 squared is 1. B times 1 is B. C is still C. And 2 is still 2. What do I do with the number 1? And take it away, and then I get B plus C equals 1. So is everybody happy that I've obtained that equation, B plus C equals 1? All right, thumbs up, thumbs down, please. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. Okay. Now, what comes after T1? T2. So this time I'm going to use the blue equation, and anywhere I see n, I'm going to replace it with what number? 2. So I get 2 squared plus b times 2. See the way I placed the n with 2? So we start playing the drums, please. C. And then what do I put over here? How do you know it's 7, lads? Yeah. 2 squared for b times 2. C is still C. 7 is still 7. Bring the 4 to the other side and take it away. 2b plus c equals 3. Now, we're now at the stage where we have to do the simultaneous equation. See the 2 yellow ones? Combine them into a simultaneous equation. Now, we learned earlier, I'm going to put a magic spell on one of them, haven't I? So what am I going to do to this one? So minus b minus c is minus 1. B equals what? B equals 2. That's perfect. Because we did what we did earlier today, didn't we? And then what's C going to be then? 2 plus c is 1. C must be minus 1. Now, please remember, the goal of the question is to fill out the blue equation. What can I call the blue equation now? N squared, Bn is what? 2n, and the c value is minus 1. I don't know T4 is 23, okay? So if I sub in 4, if I don't get 23, something's wrong. Now, if I throw that into my calculator, it comes out as 23. So I know that that equation is 100% accurate, foolproof. We all right with that, guys? Okay. We'll do one more, will we? All right. Keen, first difference. Oh, sorry, Keen. Yeah. What? Yeah. Okay. Second difference. Okay. So we know we're going to use this formula, don't we? How do I know we're using this formula? It's not linear. It's a quadratic sequence, yeah? Why is it a quadratic sequence, guys? The second difference is the same, not the first difference. Now, T1 is 2, T2 is 8, T3 is 18. And what we're all saying is, that the A value is 2. So the formula now becomes 2m squared, doesn't it? We're replacing A with 2. Okay, how many people got this far? Step 1, get your T1 sorted. What does T1 mean again? Anywhere you see n, replace it with 1. 2 times 1 squared. B times 1. C. And what does it all equal? All equals 2. Now guys, you'd be well entitled to put this into your calculator. What happens when you put that into your calculator? You don't get 4, just your calculator. 1 squared is 1, 2 times 1? The answer is 2. You have to square before you multiply. So 1 squared is 1, 2 multiplied by 1, 2. I advise you guys to double check with your calculator. You are H3 after all. Just double check with your calculator, okay? So is everybody happy that that's 2? The yellow part's 2. And what happens to the 2? I bring it over to the other side and I do what with it? And 2 take away 2. So is everybody happy that B plus C is 0? Lads, who got T2 is 2 blank B blank plus C? What is T2? Well, you have A, you don't have 8. You have, to get the A value, you have the second difference. You're not having anything else. Now, what goes here? 2 times 2 squared, anybody? It's actually 8. B times 2? 2B. And the answer is also, so 2B plus C is also 0. Because when you move the 8 over to your side, what happens? 8 minus 8 is 0. So who got these two? And we got the 2 of them. Okay, bring them down and let's figure out what's going on. Okay, we'll do the magic spell on the top one, will we? Minus B minus C is 0. Who got B equals 0? Who got B equals 0? Did anybody get C equals 0 as well? Okay. And what does that mean for our answer then? Does everybody see the green box? See the green box? What do I have to do with B and C there? Turn them into nothing. If they turn into nothing, what does that mean? They're gone. That's it. Over. So what's the answer? What's the answer, guys? 2n squared. Okay, let's check one of them. Will we check, do you want to check T5? T5 is 50, is it? There we go. Now, replace n with 5. What happens? 5 squared? 5 squared? 25. 25 times 2? 50. It's correct, isn't it? Excellent. All right.